What's good, Joe? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the cringiest and creepiest videos from all over the internet. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
2026 just got even crazier, part 1. So in 1927, this movie came out that was named Metropolis, and what you're seeing right now is how they imagined 2026 to be in the movie. And you're probably thinking right now, this movie got it so wrong, but once you pay really close attention to it, how they imagine 2026 really isn't that far off, right? Next, you all know those YouTube videos where it just shows rain or has an ocean view to help you relax? Well, one person on YouTube named Fireplace 10 Hours made one single video named Fireplace 10 Hours 9 years ago, and it now has 156 million views. And yes, it's literally just a fireplace. And news just broke that the creator who made this has earned over $1 million from this single upload. It's like an infinite money glitch. Finally, the USA captured Venezuela's president and uploaded this picture on the internet of him wearing a Nike gray tech. Well, after this, for some reason, Google searches for a gray Nike tech have completely spiked in interest. People are now creating memes of this, saying this is the biggest ad of the century. We can never take anything serious.
Excuse me if I'm a little slow mentally, but what does an individual uploading a video on YouTube about a fireplace have to do with the year 2026? Is it because it's been 10 years since the upload? Because other than that, it doesn't make sense. What are you talking about, buddy?
He answered thinking it's someone from AT&T calling him about something with his plan. So he answers and the person acts like they are someone that works there and says, hey, someone's attempting to purchase these phones under your plan, under your name.
I cannot keep up with all these scams going on right now. There's this new one where you get a phone call from your phone provider and they tell you that someone's been trying to purchase new phones under your name. And so they ask you if it's you. When you say no, they tell you that they're going to fix the issue, they're going to report it, cancel it, whatever. Then they'll tell you that in order to fix this, they're going to send you a code to your phone and that you have to read it out loud to them. Listen to me, the moment you read out this code, you're done. They hang up and now they have full access to your phone and everything in there. In this story, the scammers got access to their bank accounts and tried to take out loans. Listen, coming from someone who recently just had their YouTube hacked, this stuff is so real and scary. It's as simple as clicking a link, typing your password in a website that you thought was real, and it can literally happen to anyone. I talk about this stuff all the time and I try to be super cautious, and it still happened to me. The correct thing to do in this situation is just hang up, because let's say you start asking them security questions to confirm that they're actually legit, and you ask them questions like, okay, what's my address or my full name? These scammers will know all your personal details, so there's no point in asking these questions. So hang up and call the actual number yourself and ask them if this whole thing is true. Better yet, let's just stop answering our phones unless we actually know who it is.
Actually, speaking about them phone scams, let me tell you all about me. It just reminded me about something. I literally receive anywhere from 20 to like 30 random scam phone calls on a daily basis from people I don't know about. So the last clip really hit home to me because I deal with it on a daily basis. And guess what? Even when you block them, they call me from another number. I guess they must watch my videos or something. Am I that beautiful? Nah, I'm just playing, but let me know in the comments if you also get spammed by these random individuals on a daily basis. It's pathetic, to be honest. Leave me alone.
Things almost no humans can do, but I'm not sure. If you can, then you're bloody weird. This is where you wiggle your ears. Only 1% of humans can actually do this. Try this video if you can do it.
That was literally the quickest and most random clip I ever seen in my life. All he told us was to wiggle our ears and left. What are you smoking, buddy?
This guy claims he can travel back in time, and honestly, what he shows in his videos actually makes you want to believe him. In one of his recent posts, he said he ended up on the Titanic at the exact moment the ship hit the iceberg. According to him, he witnessed total chaos on board. You can see people panicking, screaming in every direction, while the ship slowly starts taking on water. And then there's another video where he goes even further back in time and shows up during the era when Noah's Ark was being built. You can see men constructing this massive wooden structure. And then, at the end, we watch animals walking into the Ark. After that, he kept posting even more mysterious videos. This time, he claims he's inside the Library of Alexandria in Egypt right after it was built. The set design, the atmosphere, the details, everything is so accurate that it's genuinely unsettling. But he doesn't stop there. He's determined to convince people that he really can time travel. Just recently, he posted a video where he claims he's in Egypt at the exact moment the pyramids were being built.
Literally.
Someone please tell me that the last dude from the TikTok was an AI, because he cannot be serious. He was like, the man had proof that he was able to travel in the past and explore areas that don't exist no more. Then he proceeds to show us the fakest AI videos I've seen in my life. It was obviously AI, buddy. Like, am I being trolled by AI right now, or is this serious? I hope y'all were able to tell that these videos were fake. The whole thing was AI. Or once again, I just may be slow mentally. You know,
This is the scary story about the school trip. An entire class of 6th graders went on a school trip one day. Everybody was taking pictures with their phones and cameras and having such a great time. But when they all got back to school, they started looking through all the photos they took, when suddenly one of the girls screamed, "Oh my god, what is that?" In the picture, one of the boys in the class was sitting on the bus, and nothing seemed strange about the photo until you looked at his reflection in the window. His face in the reflection looked like it was yellow and bulging, and completely mutating. Also, there was a white floating figure behind him in the reflection. Everybody turned the photo upside down and realized it was a human skull, and it was horrific. And when the boy saw the photo of himself, he immediately burst into tears and had a panic attack. The teacher then took the boy to the nurse's office, and the principal banned everybody from speaking about the strange photo ever again. And to make this even scarier, 7 days later, the boy died from a brain tumor. The photo is said to be on the internet somewhere, but I don't recommend looking for it.
Okay, y'all, so now I actually feel bad, because as you can tell, I was laughing the whole time, because the part where he looked at himself and had a panic attack, I found it funny, to be honest, because I thought the video was like some fake story, you know, I thought it was AI, to be honest. But once he said that the little buddy actually passed away, so R.I.P. to him. I don't want to make fun of him, but that part did indeed make me laugh. But don't come for me. I thought it was fake. Could be still. I don't know. It could be fake, to be honest. But you never know with these videos. That's the whole point. They're weird for a reason. Anyways, on to the next one.
Imagine falling into the water with this, because yes, they put a massive Pennywise head of a statue in the water in Madrid, Spain. Oh my god, this is actually really, really creepy. I am not scared of it. I'm not scared of Pennywise whatsoever, but this is actually terrifying, and I'm just imagining falling in with it, and especially at night. Oh my god. They did it for promo for It, Welcome to Derry, which, by the way, the best show that has come out in years, if not a decade. But yeah, I need to know how y'all feel about this thing, because this is horrific. I did not know about this until someone commented on my video that I posted yesterday and was like, look this up, and I saw it and I pooped. Look at how sinister bro looks out on that water. That is so creepy. Just imagine like you're walking by for like a lovely stroll and you look out and you see that. Imagine you see it at night too. That would be so scary. Apparently they had a whole bunch of red balloons all around it at the time. How are we feeling, friends? If you watched It, Welcome to Derry, let me know what you thought of it. And also, if you are scared of things in water, I have a whole bunch of videos like it. It means you have submechanophobia if you're scared of this.
The lady from the last clip wanted to know how I feel. No thank you is my answer. I'll tell you that much. That's all you need to know. No thank you. I don't mess with rivers, and I don't mess with them, whatever that is. Better stay away from me. Whatever you may be. It clown. We call him It for a reason. Let it be. Far away from me.
Did you know that at Universal Studios Beijing, there's a Jurassic World ride where the Indominus Rex actually chases you? And I'm not talking about a quick jump scare. This thing hunts you for almost 30 full seconds. At the end of the ride, the footage is terrifying. You can see the track it uses, a separate hidden rail, moving alongside the guests, designed so it feels like the creature is following you in real time, without its outer skin. The animatronic looks even worse. Just metal, cables, jaws. Like something straight out of a nightmare. People compare it to Five Nights at Freddy's, but set in Isla Nubla. What makes it even more disturbing is the sheer size of it. Its head alone is larger than several people standing together. Many visitors say they can't handle it because of megalophobia, the fear of massive objects. With the lights on, it looks almost harmless. But during the ride, in the dark, With the sound, the movement, and the timing. It feels real. The craziest part, it's not even on the same track as you. It moves independently, circling, stalking, waiting for the exact moment to appear. So now I want to know, would you ride this? Or would you freeze the moment it starts chasing you?
Little buddy in the video talking about, it looks very real. My friend, it literally looks like plastic, the fakest, cheapest plastic I've ever seen in my life. It looks like one of them toys in aisle 6 in Toys R Us. It's literally a toy for children, but I'm oversized. If you're scared of that thing, you need help mentally. Do better.
Here's some interesting things that I just learned today. Voyager 1 will officially be 1 light day away from Earth next year on November 13th, 2026, 49 years after it was launched. Villains are not allowed to use Apple products in any movie. This is a deal that Apple gives when they do an exclusive to have Apple products inside of a movie. They have to either be the protagonist or a neutral character. According to this study, 85% of things that we worry about never actually happen. So basically everything, and I bet the other 15% is like stupid things. There was a man in Kenya who faked being a lawyer and won all 26 of his cases before he was arrested. Liam Neeson said that a horse in a new film that he's working on knew him from a different movie they filmed together. I'm actually laughing because there's a meme here as well that says, Liam Neeson walks onto set. The horse says, there he is. Why am I laughing so hard at that? That's it. I'm officially an old man laughing at the dumbest memes on the internet.
Okay.
First of all, that villain thing doesn't make any sense at all. Like, imagine being the Joker, destroying Batman all day, ruling over Gotham City. But you can't use an iPhone? You think Joker's gonna follow the rules? He literally breaks rules for a living. He's getting that iPhone if he wants to. Who's gonna stop him? You know, when it comes to Liam Neeson and his horse, that's one of the weirdest romantic relationships I've ever witnessed. And I don't want to be part of it. No horses for me. I'll stick to the ladies. Anyways.
Okay, so these are some satisfying and incredible demolitions.
Dude in the last clip was like, I'm about to show us very interesting and satisfying demolitions. Proceeds to show us a singular one that only lasted about 2 seconds. Not only that, it was literally one of the most boring things I've ever seen in my life. Nothing interesting or satisfying about it. If you want to tell us about it, at least show us. Do better. I mean, do I need to tell this to every single one of you? Do better. I'm just playing, y'all. I shouldn't get triggered. This shouldn't make me triggered. I need to stop being a little baby.
Toy Story is not a kids film, it is actually about something terrifying. The toys in the movie, of course, are completely self-aware. They all know that they exist, but they actually have no control over their own lives. Now think about it, they can't move unless they're completely alone, they can't choose where they go, they can't decide when they're played with, or when they're left abandoned. And the worst part, they know that one day they're going to be replaced. Andy, of course, grows older, whereas the toys don't. Every single birthday party is like a survival event. One new toy comes in and your entire existence is then threatened. It isn't actually the villain. He's just the one person that genuinely discovered the truth. This story isn't just about friendship. On a deeper level, it's about being in a world with no free will. Being conscious, knowing what you're doing, but you have no choice over the decisions you make or what actually happens in the future. Almost like somebody is there pulling the strings, kind of similar to how that happens in the real world.
Okay, buddy, you gotta relax with the Toy Story conspiracies a little bit. I know there's something we don't know about them. There's something weird about them. I agree with you on that point, but let's not make Toy Stories a spiritual thing like he was saying at the end of the video. I mean, I remember being like 4 years old and I'm looking at them Toy Stories, whatever they are, and I always knew there was something about them we didn't know about, something very sinister and weird. That's why I advise every single one of y'all to burn them. Get rid of them. Buzz Lightyear, whatever your name is, the astronaut dude, I'm burning you myself. You and the cowboy. I know what y'all are about. Demons.
This girl was always chewing on ice until one day she had to stop. Christy had a bad habit of chewing ice. She was always filling her cups with water and ice, and as soon as she finished the water, she would be chewing ice cube after ice cube. She was teased for it a lot by her family because she would basically take all the ice in the house. One day though, Christy was chewing on a cup of ice as usual, and while chewing, it wasn't unusual for Christy to hear a sharp cracking sound from where she bites the ice. But what was unusual about this is that her mouth started hurting really badly right after. When Christy told her parents about it, they took one look into her mouth and drove her directly to the hospital.
I can't believe that lady just wasted 40 seconds of my life telling me about a little girl eating ice for... I mean, what do you want me to say? Her parents took her to the hospital because she cracked her jaw. I mean, we all expected this. First of all, who eats ice? Whoever, like, if you're out here in regular life craving ice on a daily basis, you need to be put in an asylum ASAP. Chewing ice. How is that even possible? It's not even chewable. I'm done.
This is why crab kings are so expensive. King crabs are found in freezing cold and dangerous waters, which can be challenging for humans to get to. So huge fishing boats are used along with specially trained fishermen for several weeks at a time. And apparently they have to endure huge waves, freezing weather, and sometimes get very little sleep. But because of its sweet meat and luxurious status, the king crab can cost up to $800 each, meaning each boat can come back with around $1.2 to $2 million each trip.
Is it just me, or do y'all also hate crab? And any type of, I'm not gonna say all seafood because I do eat fish, but when it comes to crabs, lobster, shrimp, I truly believe I'm of the opinion that these are literally cockroaches and spiders of the sea. Let me know in the comments if y'all agree with me or if you think I'm slow mentally. But I truly, you ain't never gonna catch me eating crab or shrimp. It's basically cockroaches to me. I mean, even if they weren't, they look. I mean, look at the screen. Look at the legs and the. I mean, ew. I mean, god damn. It looks creepy to me. It's basically a tarantula. No, thank you. I'll stick to fish. You know what I mean?
On December the 30th, Spencer Teppy, a dentist in Ohio, didn't show up for his job at Aspen Dental. So one of his coworkers called the police at 9:03 and asked him to do a welfare check because they said it's really unusual that Spencer doesn't show up for work, but it's more unusual that we can't get his wife Monique on the phone either. So the police go over there around 9:22 that morning, but they don't find anything unusual. They knock on the door, there's no answer, but they don't see or hear anything that gives them any cause for alarm, so they leave. But then at 9:57, another friend is at that house, calls the police back and says, I think you need to come back. I can hear kids crying in there. They had two very young children. I can hear them crying. One of them just screamed, and I can see what I believe to be Spencer, and he's not moving. Doesn't look like he's still with us. So the police show up, and sure enough, they find both of them deceased from at least one gunshot wound. Now, they don't believe that this was one of them that did it. They believe this was a homicide. Spencer, according to multiple news outlets, had suffered from multiple gunshot wounds to the chest, and Monique had one gunshot wound to the chest. That usually means that Spencer was probably the target, but remains to be seen. I know that Monique just had one gunshot wound. This couple was 1 month away from celebrating their 5-year wedding anniversary. These kids must have been really young and must have seen something really horrible. And there are no leads as of yet, but we'll still follow it and keep you updated when there is something to tell. But God, I hope they find the man or woman that did this.
I mean, yeah, this one is indeed creepy. We're not going to make fun of this one. R.I.P. to the couple and shouts out to the kids. But there was a very funny dentist joke that I was about to make, but once I found out that they passed away, I'm not gonna do it because I'm a gentleman, obviously. But yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of this one yet. This is why I prefer the cringy ones. Creepy ones be making me feel some type of way. You know what I mean?
This was the most evil thing ever done. In the 1940s, a man named Sunny Day lived in Land Under, Maryland. He spent most of his life bouncing from home to home in foster care. After his 18th birthday, he eventually got his own place, but grew very lonely over the following months. But one day while he was out grocery shopping, he saw an advertisement for a product called Grow a Friend and decided to order one when he got home. The following week, his package arrived and inside was a small toy-sized figure of a man. The directions said, to grow your friend, you need to fill up your bathtub fully and place the figure inside and leave overnight. So before Sunny went to bed, he did just that. But around 4 o'clock in the morning, he was awoken by loud yelling coming from his bathroom. Sunny rushed to check, and when he opened the door, he came face to face with his new friend. And Sunny would then say, I am going to call you Half Squat. Over the next few weeks, Sunny and Half Squat grew very close and would do everything with each other. But one morning while they were both eating breakfast, Sunny overheard on the radio about a massacre of a family of 5 that happened overnight on the other side of town. And when he listened further, the man on the radio said, the only evidence left at the scene was writing on the wall that said Half Squat was here. But before Sunny could even turn around, he felt 2 hands on his shoulders.
Sunny, first thing first, you need to do better, buddy, but you're probably dead. Whatever that creature was, that mannequin in the bathroom, probably ate your face. You're probably not here with us no more to hear this message. But bad decision after bad decision, Sunny. I mean, I'm disappointed. I wanted to help you first, but once I saw that you made friends with the creepy dude in the bathroom instead of shooting it, all I needed to know, you deserve it. I mean, to my viewers, let me know if you would do the same thing Sonny did. You walk in the bathroom in the middle of the night, you see this creepy mannequin with the creepiest face on earth. Do you proceed to make friends with it, shoot it in the face, or call the cops? I'm choosing number 2, which is a bullet to the... Let me put it this way. No friendship will be made between me and the mannequin. Why? Because it looks like it, the clown. No thank you.
This man filmed a face in the moon and caught everything on camera. At first, it sounds ridiculous, but the footage says otherwise.
It is February 28th, 29th, 28th, 29th. I have got me a better quality camera to catch this thing in the sky. And holy moly, I am scared. I'm scared, but I'm not going to trip because I've been catching this thing for a while now. It's very ominous. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is.
After the clip spread online, people started digging into the details. The man claims this was filmed in the United States earlier this year using a higher quality camera because he had been seeing this shape multiple times before. According to him, this wasn't a one-time illusion. He says the face appeared on several different nights. Always watching. Always looking down. Some people say it's just light and shadows. Others say pareidolia. But here's where it gets disturbing. Ancient prophecies describe signs in the heavens appearing before the end times. Strange faces. Eyes in the sky. A presence watching humanity. In the book of Joel, it said the moon will change before the final days. Other texts mention celestial beings observing the world before judgment. And modern conspiracy theories connect this exact imagery to the idea that we are being watched as something approaches. So the question is simple. What did this man really capture?
The dude said a heavenly face looking down at us. Does this face look heavenly to you? Because it damn sure didn't look heavenly to me. It looks like the complete opposite. It's probably it the clown's cousin, to be honest, the way it's looking. When it comes to me personally, I believe this is fake, to be honest. I'm not saying weird things don't happen in the world, but with all the TikToks and the AIs, everything we see is basically fake these days. I mean, look at the dude in the corner. I'm thinking that's AI too. Let me know in the comments, because I'm truly wondering about this guy. That's the second time he pops up in a video. Is he real or AI? Let me know. Educate me. I'm slow sometimes.
How is this even possible? This video honestly messes with everything we think we know about the world. That red line you see painted on the ground marks a very special spot on the planet, a symbolic border between the northern and southern hemispheres. Right in front of a small group of tourists, a guide does this wild demonstration. She sets a basin of water directly on the line and pours water right into the center. And as you can see, at that exact point, the water drains straight down. Nothing weird, nothing unusual. Then she plugs the drain, steps over to the other side, and now she's standing on the southern hemisphere side. When she starts pouring water into the basin again, the behavior changes. The water begins to spin, forming a little whirlpool before it drains completely. When the guide repeats the same experiment on the northern side, the water also starts spinning, but this time, it's spinning the opposite direction. So on the northern side, the water swirls one way, and on the southern side, for some reason, it swirls the other way. This demonstration is super popular with tourists, and it really makes it feel like nature follows some invisible rules depending on the exact spot where you're standing.
Man, you want me to be honest with you? I mean, just dump the water in the bucket and leave us alone. It's water. Either drink it or dump it in the bucket. We don't need no sinks and no hemispheres. Who cares about north, south, and north, and east, and west? Drink the water or dump it in the bucket. Do better, man.
Why are so many Americans angry about Maduro's capture if so many Venezuelans are celebrating it? Well, have you noticed that a lot of the celebrations you're seeing are actually from Venezuelans outside of Venezuela? This is in Buenos Aires, Argentina. This is in Chile. This is in Spain, Madrid. And the reason for that is kind of dark because since 2014, which is roughly when Maduro came into power, Venezuela has experienced one of the largest migration exoduses in recent history. Just imagine losing over 20% of your entire population. Since 2014, nearly 8 million people have left, making it one of the largest displacement crises in the world. And there is a fair reason why. Post 2014, the country's inflation spiked over 1.3 million%. And this was before the US sanctions hit. And it got much worse in the decade that followed. Their GDP shrank by about 75%, which is one of the largest contractions ever for a non-war country. They saw widespread poverty, malnutrition, severe shortages of food, medicine, and essential services, political repression. I mean, the list goes on. Venezuela is not poor today because it lacks resources, people, or skills. It's poor because its institutions collapsed. But here's the distinction. The vast majority of 2025 polls show that Venezuelans outside of the country support military intervention, while those still living there don't. Then again, Venezuela did recently pass a law declaring anyone who expresses support for US military action a traitor. So that could have skewed the results slightly. But it's not just their location that split opinion. When pollers across Latin America were split into their political ideology, 79% on the right said that US military action was the best way to topple the Maduro regime, while less than 4% on the left said the same. The left said that diplomatic negotiations or social protests were the way to go. And that's where America comes in, because the biggest divide there is politics. While the first polls following Maduro's capture suggest that 41% oppose and 34% support, when you switch to the voters' politics, you'll see something very similar to those in Latin America. I mean, there's even following where the left said that diplomatic negotiations or social protests were the way to go. And that's where America comes in, because
First thing first, I don't do politics. I know nothing about Venezuela. But I know about Venezuelan girls though, if you know what I mean. No, I shouldn't say that. That was cringy, but anyways, on to the next clip.
This is the disturbing case of Travis the chimp. Sandy and Jerry were a successful married couple and very well off financially. After a playful encounter with a chimpanzee at a rodeo, Sandy became obsessed with the idea of owning one herself. Sandy and Jerry found a breeder of chimpanzees in Missouri and bought Travis when he was only 3 days old. Travis's mother had to be tranquilized so they could go in and steal Travis from her, which I'm sure was really devastating and traumatic. Chimpanzees are actually our closest relative, and we share about 98% of the same DNA. Sandy and Jerry bought Travis for $50,000 and weren't even legally required to have a permit to keep him as a pet. They actually didn't even see Travis as a pet. They raised him like a son. That was their baby. Travis was an adorable little baby. He went with them everywhere they went. He was also a really smart little chimp. He learned how to ride a bike, mow the lawn, and even drive a car. By all accounts, Travis fit in quite nicely with the human society he was being raised in. Travis loved to watch TV. He loved watching sports. He ate candy and ice cream and drank wine with his dad nearly every night. Travis even went to restaurants with Sandy and Jerry. Travis was a local celebrity in this town. Everyone knew Travis and loved him. But as Travis got older and stronger, he began to act out more and cause more issues. But it was always overlooked because Travis was always so playful and lovable. They never thought he would actually hurt someone. Jerry got really sick and had to be hospitalized, and he told his wife if anything ever happened to him to put Travis in a sanctuary because he was too much for her to handle alone. Jerry unfortunately did end up passing away, and his wife Sandy did end up finding a chimp sanctuary in Florida. She wrote them a really loving letter asking if they had space for Travis. She included family photos and a donation check. She signed the letter, sealed it, stamped it, but she actually never ended up sending that letter. I think in Sandy's mind, she knew that keeping Travis was wrong, but in her heart, she couldn't let go. After losing her husband, Sandy became depressed and detached. Travis was really all she had left. And Sandy wasn't the only one affected by Jerry's death. It left Travis extremely depressed. Chimpanzees are really complex emotional creatures. Travis was smart, but he couldn't understand why his best buddy, the guy that he drank wine with and cheered watching baseball with, was here one day and gone the next. Travis was actually so depressed that a local doctor gave him Xanax. And then on February 16th, 2009, the life of Travis the chimp took a dark turn.
Okay, so first thing first, to the lady in the video, do your makeup before you start recording next time, okay? It's kind of weird, but you don't have to listen to me, though. You're free to do whatever, but it was kind of distracting, and it was pissing me off, to be honest with y'all. But I'm not gonna let a woman putting makeup on her face trigger me. You know what I mean? And when it comes to the chimpanzee, I mean, the chimp is gonna chimp out. You know what I mean? I don't even know what I mean. What is that? I'm not even gonna edit this part out. I'm just gonna leave it in for y'all to laugh at me. I mean, I have thick skin. It's okay. But that chimpanzee had a messed up life, to be honest. Depression, Xanax. I mean, he was popping pills, drinking wine, going to the psychiatrist because he was depressed. I mean, shouldn't make fun of him. He ended up dying depressed. But shouts out to the chimp. What you want me to say? I mean, it's sad. I shouldn't make fun of it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this episode is now over. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a little weird and creepy, to be honest, especially like when it comes to the creepy ones where death was involved. You know, a couple getting killed. You know, a depressed chimpanzee. And I don't feel proud about the fact that I made fun of them when I should have. I mean, I should have been a little more serious, but it is what it is. The video's over. Y'all can judge me in the comments. I'll do better next time. I'll see y'all. Don't miss me too much. Peace out, y'all.